Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is Real Westkid, the Real Westkid in town. And today there is something very important that I want to advise the people I look up to so much on YouTube, including people like Mayugno and Burundian traveler who nowadays calls himself Travel with J. And the reason I want to advise these people is because I love them so much, and I adore them. I follow them every day. I'm actually one of your fans, and if you could watch this video, kindly make sure that you follow my advice. And my issue is concerning the land that you guys bought in Kenya and you have built your houses. You know very well that Mayugno comes from Tanzania, and BT comes from Burundi. But these guys, you have bought land in Kenya and you have built very good mansions that you are living in. And my advice is this: you know, before you can start building a house in Kenya, there is a law that you should look into before you start building a house. For example, for you to buy land in Kenya, one, you must either be a Kenyan citizen, and by being a Kenyan citizen, it's either by birth, or by registration. So if you are a person from another country and you want to be a Kenyan citizen, you must be registered, or you must have actually a passport. And for these guys have been in Kenya for a certain period of time, and I'm yet to know if they are Kenyan citizens truly. I don't know if they already comply with them being Kenyan citizen, because the law says that if you are not a Kenyan citizen, then you cannot buy land directly from an individual, but you can lease that land for 99 years. And mark you cannot lease from an individual, but you can lease from the government. You see? Now, you look into this, you realize that these are two individuals that are not Kenyan citizens, but they have bought land. And it's very risky because as time goes by, they may lose their land. Also, they will lose the money that they used to buy the land, and they may lose even the houses that they build in the house. One, because they are not Kenyan citizens. Actually, that is how the law says. Another thing, these guys, they used the form of building like they have been building the houses casually, like without considering the professional channels of building a house in Kenya. For example, you need to go to NEMA, a government agency that approves environmental assessment of the environmental impact assessment of the house. So they have to approve. You also need to go to the National Construction Authority to make sure that they approve your house to continue being built. And I don't know if they were able to do that, but if they were not able to do that, it will, in future, it may become a challenge. And it's something that I advise them that they do what? They make sure that they go and comply. Because I'm saying this because I love them, because I'm their fan. Actually, they are the people who motivate me to keep on doing YouTube and so on. And I will like them not to lose their hard-earned money or their investments. That's why I'm advising them. And another reason I'm making this video to them is because I can't be able to reach them actually and advise them in person. The only way I can be able to do this is actually to advise them through YouTube. Maybe my video can reach them and they can consider my advice. And this is just my advice. I don't have anything. It's just an advice that advising them. If they didn't use proper channel, then in future they may lose their properties. Also, people who are intending to buy land in Nyabohanse, for example, the Jamaican uncle and all those people who want to buy land in Kenya and they are foreigners, they must be careful, because it can be a con game. It can be a con game by the locals to attract foreigners come buy land without following the law, and the government actually in future may turn against them. So it's very important to consider these facts. One, make sure that they can survey. Actually, this is my advice now. If they were not able to follow those guidelines or the law, one, this is what they need to do. They need to make sure that they go and register as Kenyan citizens, because Kenya allows you to become a dual citizen. You can be a citizen of different countries, like 2 or 3, actually 2. You can be a citizen of Tanzania and also Kenya. You can be a citizen of Burundi or Rwanda and also Kenya. But you need to go and be registered as a Kenyan citizen, and that is when now you can be able to conduct yourself normally as a Kenyan citizen. I know these guys may be having passports, and I don't know, maybe these passports may be traveling passports or something like that, but it can be a really risk to them and their property, and actually they can be deported. And you know very well that when you are deported, you won't go with anything, because I don't know if they actually have Kenyan IDs, and how are they able to acquire the land without Kenyan IDs? And it's become a challenge, because the law says that if you want to buy land in Kenya, then you need to do the transaction, or you need to forward your names and ID for what? For transfer of land to your name, and you need to be given title deeds. And if these guys don't have title deeds yet, maybe it may become a challenge in future, because we don't know what may happen. But this is just something that I have observed for myself, because I watch them closely, and I would like to advise them to make sure that they do what? They follow the procedures to make sure that they become the Kenyan citizens, to protect themselves from losing the land in Kenya. And that is the end of my video today, and I'm known as Real Westkid. I do YouTube vlogs, and I do music. So if you are new here, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will appreciate a lot. Thank you so much, and let me meet you in the next video. Bye bye.